This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. That ball skips through the end zone. Back, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Give to the back. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. A false start gives them a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll try to power it in. And he's in. Touchdown Sooners. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Inside the 10. Here he comes. Tackled and one down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks up the first down. Turns it on at midfield. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
It's complete to the right.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On third down, here's Frazier. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on third down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to it. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Tategna. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going for a big play downfield. Catches it past his sticks and still on his feet. Got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The run from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Flips it out in the flat. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. He wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Touchdown, Dogs! A pick 6.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long...
He's going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The sure hands, it's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pocket breaking down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. To the air. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
Ready. Booster. Western.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Throwing on the run. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away knowing the play is over.
Here's a give to Frazier. Still on his feet at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Frazier again. Might have a chance. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And third down, they keep it on the ground. with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. They go to the wide receiver screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense. Take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Rush is on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. Still running at the 40. And they're able to get him down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play. But this is...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Frazier again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge 3rd down. Running inside, it's Phillips. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he may...
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and then if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to take off. Got the first himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job of getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
There's a crease. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Running to the left. There he goes. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. For this Sooner offense to go back to work. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Gets open down the middle.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. Working the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure, and I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He is
going for it all. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, what a big missed opportunity for this defense. This is a play that we might be coming back. If this offense can take advantage and go score, this is a play that we might have circled, highlighted, shown again. A defense having an opportunity to not put the game away, but make it really tough for them to come back. It's a big missed opportunity.
Looking for the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head. And you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but Cantell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He wants a big play here late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You've got the lead.
LSU Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Started at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move, it's Berry. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Levitt. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense really needed that opening drive, man. They've given them some yards. The offense has gained some momentum, but nice job in their own territory. Backed up. What do? They get after the quarterback and force the predictable passing third and long situation.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Reed. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He wants to change this route. Reed to throw for it on 4th. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Keeps it on 1st down. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Aggies will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Throwing Reed. Got a man. It's Johnson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Again, it's Reed. Finds his man. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The running back has it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But you're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air, it's Levin. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown and he dropped it.
Using his legs, it's Berry. Finding some room. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
Well, you got 3rd and California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the 1st down, you either do 2 things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Reed. The short hands, it's Warren. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to.
And the rush will get to him at the 20. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Over to the right side, that's Wilson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pulls it in, it's Green. Breaks into the open. Rams him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
And the offense stays on the field with just a couple of tick-tocks left on the clock. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Kramer. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right.
Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line.
That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Makes a grab and room to run. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Tigers. the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas Longhorns. Restate this day, following Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on the move. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll take it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to run, it's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run with Brown. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Slings it downfield. With the catch, it's Rodgers. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's Mack. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football,
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Austin Mack. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Inside the 35. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They believe they can run right here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls in.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Mack to throw for it on fourth. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want
maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The run inside. It's Brown. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The RPO, it's complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Austin Mack, right down the middle, pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go play action with Matt. Skips away from pressure. Oh, it's picked off. At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the left side. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Longhorn.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab inside the 30. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Makes the grab in their space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Already at chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. It's caught. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Mack buys a little extra time, trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. It's third and goal and third and long. To the air, it's Mack. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Arch is going to throw for it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Arch madness. Oh, they're after him. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Texans. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Mack. Sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
2nd and 10 here. Austin Mack. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. What's one of the most critical statistics in any college football game? It's the turnover battle. They've already got 3, David. We're not even through the first half. This couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue to give the football to the other team and put your defense in a bind, you're going to give up points. So they've got to find something with this offense that they can do well, because right now they're finding a good way to turn it over. But they got to do something positive to get back in this football game.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Red 54, red 54.
A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Manning with a play fake.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Longhorns will try to move the chains on fourth down.
Return! Move! Freeze! Squid! Where did he go?
Manning to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 18. Flag 18.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Go, go.
Could be an alley. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the Hallelujah Land. the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Baldwin with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. To the 25-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The shoot, quick toss to the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
Running inside, it's Brown. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Bringing the heat. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right?
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. It's 3rd and 5. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Oh, it's picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st down, it's Brown again. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Manning to throw. They're setting up the screen. Got a little grass. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, that field shrinks. You've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, he'll do the rest.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Looking for a gap. It's Owens.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Reed. Here comes the heat. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Reed. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now,
nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
From the gun on third down, Reed. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Manning. Rushes on him. Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it down the field. He is in. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. That might be return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made. Coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Reed to throw. He lets it fly. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pass. From that guy.
So now it's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on a scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Reed. Under fire. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Reed to the air again. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Arts to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Give to the single back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
To throw, it's Reed. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
The run inside. It's Morrill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. A run for the quarterback. Fights off a defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. A&M comes back out with another first down. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Reed. Here's a heat. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Oh, he wants it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
Number 44, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David, everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole, going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return. From Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. Anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 20. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Break. Over. Ready. Go.
Snags it quickly on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Running inside. It Smothers. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to... Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down.
Whoa, 22.
A give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
There he goes to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Longhorns are flying down the field.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue.
There's some room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. To throw, Manning. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got a man. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Throwing Manning. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Play action, here's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Finds the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They
unleashes one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, Manning. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff for Brown. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Arch is going to throw for it. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. The offense changing the play. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Checks down to his back. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open. Easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got his man. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore finds a man on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dante Moore makes the grab. It's Davison. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Arch Madness. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning from the gun on third down. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They run the reverse. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore, play action. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be fourth down. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Shakes off the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Here's a little room there. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The run inside. It's Hill. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. On the run, it's Davison. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore with the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Hill. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Fourth down, Moore. It's complete. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
That's caught. It's Lockett. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, here's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the right. On the move at the 30. They get him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the...
He's loose down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you can see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Now here's more. Release to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. More to throw for it on fourth down. Trying to make... There he goes. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter.
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Breaks the tackle. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Longhorns want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Again, it's Brown. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Throwing more. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Dante Moore wants to throw again. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
Defense.